A new project led by a student organization is spreading excitement around our beloved mascot. Here's Caitlin with the story.
With a figure as prominent as Brutus around our campus, a student organization came together to locate him wherever he may be. Ohio Staters Incorporated is a group of 36 students and 14 faculty and staff who promote the traditions and welfare of the university.
Well, the project Where is Brutus is a project to commemorate all of the Brutus on Parade statues that are on or around the campus area. And this project kind of came about because a lot of campus visitors and students at Ohio State would always be interested in where they could find these statues, and so we decided that it would be a good idea to put together a map, especially since we were very instrumental in the creation of Brutus.
There are 40 Brutus statues around campus, each 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing 150 pounds. They were designed by local artists and later sponsored by businesses and individuals.
It took a long time. I took a lot of emailing and reaching out to all the building contacts to see if they had statues, as well as working with graphics and marketing to kind of create the brochure.
For Buckeye TV, I'm Katie Sack.
Thanksgiving is approaching, and millions of Americans would be thankful for your donation of blood. The Ohio State University frequently hosts blood drives with student volunteers. I asked Red Cross volunteer Adam Stryker why he chooses to volunteer.
I really enjoy it. I really enjoy helping out, raising awareness. It's a really good thing.
I spoke with another student who told me why he thinks it's important to give blood.
I think it's important to give blood because you can potentially save someone's life, and it's a quick and easy way to make a difference in the world and to make someone else's world better.
Lastly, I spoke with a student who told me why she overcomes her fear of giving blood.
So I think it's important to give blood because there are a lot of people who are more in need of it than I am, because I produce so much of it, and bodies produce so much that you don't need everything that you have, so if you can help somebody else out, why wouldn't you?
If you would like to participate in the next blood drive, it will be held on October 31st at Scott Lab and then on November 2nd in the Ohio Union. I'm Brianna Gary with Buckeye TV.
With Election Day approaching, new polls have shown that Clinton and Trump are tied in Ohio. According to the Quinnipiac University poll, both candidates are currently at 45%, showing that every vote counts this presidential election.
Every day, Americans are adding or removing ingredients from their diets, whether it's animal products, gluten, or nut products. Sarah Katz will tell us more about where students can find dining accommodations on campus.
The Ohio State University has over 30 different dining locations on campus, but where can students with dietary restrictions get their needs met? And as the number of Americans with restrictions grow, how will the campus make changes?
We accommodate all dietary restrictions. There are certain students who have more than others. Sometimes it takes a little bit more work, working with the chef and the operations managers at the specific locations, maybe sometimes coming up with special meals for the student, depending on what their needs are, but no matter what, we will accommodate for any dietary need.
The Dining Services website introduces you to all of the dining locations and allows you to filter out which locations accommodate certain dietary restrictions. This includes new features at the newest Traditions location at Scott.
Last year when Scott opened, we started the Solution Station, which is all vegetarian, gluten-free, and nut-free, and so I think that was one of the biggest parts of opening Scott, was kind of introducing that and the purple utensils. But I think just the variety that Scott has is what makes it so unique.
You can follow Ohio State's Dining Services on Twitter and Instagram at Ohio State Dine. They showcase new foods and programming they offer, including Ask a Dietitian twice a month. Follow these social media accounts and remain aware about what options are available to you right here on campus.
I'm Sarah Katz with Buckeye TV.
Do you think Ohio State prices their clothes way too high? Well, you're not the only one. Reporter Steph Payano has the story.
Students at Ohio State want to show school spirit. Chances are they're paying an arm and a leg for it. Clothing stores all throughout campus often charge on the more expensive side for anything with OSU's name on it.
I'm a transfer student, so this is my second year here at OSU. And, I definitely plan to be more I want to wear more items that kind of doesn't really happen because I feel like it's low-key too expensive.
Because of Ohio State's partnership with Nike, clothing that would normally cost you a reasonable price now costs you twice as much.
Anywhere from like $30 to $40, sometimes $20 if I'm lucky, but it's usually, very expensive.
But just because students pay more for their clothes doesn't mean they're paying for quality.
The color fades after a couple washes, and then like the stitching, and you would think since it's Nike or it's Ohio State, it would be better quality, but no, I can't even wear it, more than once without it, looking the way I bought it.
While some students still pay large sums of money for OSU apparel, sometimes it might not even be worth it. For Buckeye TV, I'm Steph Payano.
Coming up, we will talk about smoking on campus, a review of Horror Night Film Fest, and the Columbus Italian Festival.